Let's be honest. You've seen the pyramids of Giza 1,000 times in pictures, yet nothing prepares you for the real scale of this place. 3 ancient giants rising out of the desert, as if someone paused time and left a message carved in stone. Here's the thing. These pyramids are older than most of our known history. By the time Cleopatra was born, they were already 2,500 years old. And the more we study them, the stranger the story becomes. Today, we're going deeper, past the tourist trails, past the simplified school book versions. This is the real story of how the pyramids were built, what they meant, and why they still grip human imagination like nothing else. Let's get into it. Picture Egypt around 2600 BCE. No grand cities, no vast armies, just a stretch of fertile land wrapped around the Nile. Every year, the river flooded, leaving behind rich soil and food. That stable life created something rare for the ancient world. Time. Time to plan. Time to innovate. This stability allowed rulers, pharaohs, to dream bigger than any civilization before them. And one pharaoh, in particular, changed everything. Djoser, with his architect, Imhotep. Imhotep is the mind behind the first stone monument in human history, the Step Pyramid at Saqqara. Before that, no stone architecture, nothing like it. Humans went from mud brick to precision-cut limestone blocks, almost overnight. So when the 4th dynasty arrived, Seneferu, Khufu, Khafre, Menkaure, they didn't just inherit a tradition, they inherited a revolution. Let's break it down. Egyptians saw the sky as the realm of the gods, especially the sun god, Ra. Every morning, the sun rose like a rebirth. Every evening, it, quote, died and journeyed through the underworld. The pyramid shape wasn't random. It symbolized the sun's rays, broad at the base, rising sharply to the heavens. It was a ramp for the soul of the pharaoh, a cosmic staircase. But pyramids also had a physical job. They protected the king's body. Because according to Egyptian belief, a king didn't die. He transformed. And the pyramid was his machine of eternity. So when Khufu came to power around 2589 BCE, he had one goal: build the most powerful machine of eternity the world had ever seen. Let's step onto the Giza Plateau around 4,600 years ago. Dust everywhere. Stone blocks stacked like a city of half-finished temples. Thousands of workers hauling limestone. Overseers shouting orders. Scribes marking deliveries. It's organized chaos. How big are we talking? 146 meters tall, original height. 2.3 million blocks. Average stone weight, 2.5 tons. Largest blocks, 50 to 80 tons. Total site footprint, the size of a modern city district. And here's what surprises most people. It wasn't built by slaves. Archaeologists uncovered workers' barracks, bakeries, beer breweries, medical stations. Yes, they had doctors on site. These workers were paid, fed, and rotated through seasonal labor. Think national project, not forced misery. How did they lift the stones? Forget aliens. Forget anti-gravity tech. The truth is smarter and more human. Straight ramps, zigzag ramps, levering systems, water lubrication on sand. They didn't rely on magic. They relied on mathematics, engineering, and generations of experience. But what's wild is the precision. The Great Pyramid is aligned to true north with an error of just 0.067 degrees. Even modern surveyors raised an eyebrow at that kind of accuracy. Inside, corridors narrow like the throat of a labyrinth. 3 main chambers, pressure-relieving granite beams, shafts pointing to specific stars. It wasn't just a tomb, it was an astronomical instrument. Khafre, Khufu's son, wasn't going to let his father have all the glory, so he built his own pyramid, right next door. Slightly shorter, yes, but placed on higher ground so it looks taller. A classic move. But Khafre's true legacy isn't just the pyramid. It's the Great Sphinx. The Sphinx, the desert guardian. A lion's body, a human head, carved from a single limestone ridge, 30-foot-tall face, paws stretching like it's frozen mid-pounce. The Sphinx wasn't built as decoration. It guarded the entire plateau, a silent protector of royal power and cosmic order. The erosion on the Sphinx tells a long story of sandstorms, repairs, ceremonies, and even worship. Yes, there were entire temples dedicated to it. Khafre wasn't just building a pyramid, he was building an entire religious landscape. Next comes Menkaure, the grandson of Khufu. His pyramid is the smallest of the 3, but size isn't the whole story. He used granite, much tougher stone, to encase parts of it. Granite symbolizes strength and eternity. It was expensive, difficult to transport, and a status symbol. Menkaure's pyramid is often seen as more elegant, softer angles, better craftsmanship, a kind of artistic maturity of the pyramid tradition. And then something strange happened. The Pyramid Age began to fade. Later pharaohs switched to hidden tombs, like the Valley of the Kings. They realized massive pyramids were basically giant signs saying, "This treasure buried here." So Giza marks both the peak and the end of an era. Even today, the pyramids are full of mysteries, not because the builders hid everything, but because time wiped away context. Modern technology, muon scanners, satellite imaging, thermal cameras revealed hidden voids in the Great Pyramid, huge spaces. Their purpose? Still unknown. Some theories say unfinished construction zones, pressure relieving chambers, ritual passageways, sealed symbolic rooms. Nothing wild like buried tech or alien devices, but still intriguing. The Sphinx also hides tunnels and cavities inside and beneath it. Most of them are ancient repairs or exploratory digs from 200 years ago, but one sealed cavity under its left paw still sparks debate. Egypt rarely rushes to open such spaces. Every discovery must be slow and precise. Let's step away from kings for a moment and walk among the workers. Imagine this. Fresh bread baking in clay ovens. Beer brewed daily. It was safer than water. Doctors treating broken bones. Artists carving marks so blocks fit perfectly. Supervisors taking attendance. Priests performing purification rituals. Giza wasn't just a construction site. It was a mini-city. Workers left behind graffiti, not the official inscriptions, actual jokes and team names. Groups like the Friends of Khufu or the Drunkards of Menkaure, scribbled as inside humor. These people lived full lives here, and their fingerprints remain all over the place. Over the centuries, almost everything valuable inside the pyramids were stolen. Floods, earthquakes, and caliphate demolitions caused more damage. Yet the structure stood. Why? Because each block is interlocked with the next. The weight presses downward, not outward. The angle of the sides pushes force into the ground. Ancient engineering at its finest. Medieval travelers wrote about climbing the pyramids, scraping away casing stones, and even trying to open new tunnels. Most failed. Some succeeded, leaving behind a maze of unintended paths. And still, the pyramids endure. Every generation sees the pyramids through their own lens. Victorians saw them as proof of biblical stories. 20th century writers imagined secret chambers of lost knowledge. 21st century researchers focused on physics, astronomy, and construction science. Movies turned them into alien landing pads. Conspiracy theorists turned them into ancient power stations. None of that holds up under real archaeology, but it shows one thing clearly. The pyramids are cultural magnets. They pull us in because they stand at a perfect intersection: human achievement, mystery, and deep time.
Strip away the myths, and the pyramids tell a simple, powerful truth. Ancient Egypt believed life had meaning far beyond death. Kings weren't just rulers, they were bridges between humans and gods. The pyramids are the physical form of that belief. But there's something else worth noticing. The pyramids were built by ordinary people, farmers, masons, carpenters, who worked in brutal heat, lifting brutal weights, believing they were part of something bigger. Their names don't appear in the history books, but without them, those kings would be forgotten. The pyramids aren't just monuments to pharaohs. They're monuments to human will. As the sun sets over Giza, the shadows stretch long and quiet. Visitors leave. Wind smooths away the footprints. And for a moment, everything looks exactly as it did thousands of years ago. 3 enormous structures standing in the desert, unbothered, unmoving, unmatched. The pyramids are more than stone. They're memory, their ambition carved into earth, and they remind us of something simple but profound. Civilizations rise, civilizations fall, but what we build, if built with purpose, can outlive us all.